The Warbeast defied everyone, until a human child said just one word. HFY Hub score 9.4 out of 10. I'm currently pretending to audit a massive column of numbers, but I am actually just reeling from how incredibly sweet and intense this story is. The main hook here is absolutely wild. The entire galaxy is terrified of this six-eyed, indestructible alien warbeast that has literally murdered dozens of elite handlers, and it gets completely stopped in its tracks by a 7-year-old human girl just telling it to sit. I was bouncing my leg so hard during the escape scene that I knocked my knee against my desk drawer, and my coffee went totally cold because I was completely dialed in. It's just a perfectly executed mix of high-stakes sci-fi and pure wholesomeness. The emotional payoff in this story is all about the power of trust over dominance, and it brought back a huge core memory for me. A few years ago, there was this terrifying half-feral calico cat in my apartment's parking garage that hissed at everyone. I spent weeks just leaving Tuna out and sitting completely frozen on the cold concrete until she finally realized I wasn't going to hurt her, and Hana does the exact same thing here. She just offers kindness instead of trying to control the beast. The characters totally sell this, especially the contrast between the snobby, militaristic aliens who think humanity is weak and this little girl who proves that empathy is actually the strongest force in the universe. If you're stuck dealing with aggressive, demanding people at work, and just want a story that proves kindness actually wins, I cannot recommend this enough. I leaned in so close to my monitor during the ambassador's final speech that my nose almost touched the screen. I just love seeing the humans or space orcs trope flipped so that our greatest weapon is actually our ability to pack bond with literally anything. At the end of the day, it's a perfect, heartwarming escape from a stressful reality. Number 1, Accessibility Barrier, 9 out of 10. I had zero issues getting into this. The setup of the giant space station and the scary monster is super clear, which is great when my brain is already fried from spreadsheets. Number 2, Character Cred, 10 out of 10. I completely bought Hana's innocent bravery. She acts exactly like a little kid who loves dogs and doesn't understand why adults are so scared of everything. Number 3, Closure Status, 10 out of 10. I felt so satisfied by the ending. Seeing the massive Warbeast roll over for belly rubs while other alien kids finally learned to play with it was the perfect wrap-up. Number 4, Dialogue Drip, 8 out of 10. I thought the dialogue was really solid, especially the ambassador's speech to the council at the end. It felt super earned and impactful. Number 5, Endgame Payoff, 10 out of 10. I was so incredibly hyped when the little girl just looked at this nightmare monster and said, "Sit." I legitimately cheered in my cubicle. Number 6, Found Family Factor, 10 out of 10. I am an absolute sucker for the giant terrifying monster adopts a tiny child trope. The bond they form is just instantly adorable and fierce. Number 7, HFY Video Length, 1530 min. I listened to this while doing my afternoon data entry, and it was the perfect length to totally distract me without eating up my whole afternoon. Number 8, Logic Coagulation, 9 out of 10. I felt like the aliens' failure made total sense. If your entire culture is based on mental domination, of course you wouldn't know how to just ask an animal to be your friend. Number 9, Narrative Gut Punch, 9 out of 10. I genuinely gasped when the bombs went off and the beast got loose while Hana was wandering the halls. I was so stressed for her. Number 10, Packing Pulse, 9 out of 10. I thought the transition from the slow, political world building straight into a high-stakes monster escape was handled perfectly. Number 11, Possible Sequel, yes. I would honestly read a whole series about Hana growing up on this space station with her giant six-eyed alien dog protecting her from everything. Number 12, POV Perspective, 9 out of 10. I really enjoyed shifting between the terrified military commanders and the innocent little girl. It made the monster feel so much more massive and imposing. Number 13, The Human Edge, 10 out of 10. I love that humanity's superpower here isn't weapons or endurance, but just our historical instinct to pet dangerous animals and make them our best friends. Number 14, The Onion Factor Tearjerker score, 9 out of 10. I definitely had to swallow a huge lump in my throat when Hana told the beast, "You are just lonely." It was such a beautifully pure moment. Number 15, Thematic Resonance, 10 out of 10. I totally vibed with the message that trying to control things through fear will always fail, but offering trust can change the universe. It's a brilliant theme. Number 16, Trope Remix score 9 out of 10. I see the humanity tames the untamable trope a lot, but having it be a 7-year-old girl using basic dog training commands was an awesome and hilarious remix. Number 17, Visual Bang per Buck 9 out of 10. I could perfectly picture this 4-meter-tall, scaly purple nightmare towering over a little girl in a flashing red hallway. The visuals were super intense. Number 18, Wholesomeness/Cozy rating 10 out of 10. I honestly felt so warm inside reading about this unstoppable killing machine carefully resting its giant head so it wouldn't wake up a sleeping child. Number 19, World Building Vibe check 9 out of 10. I thought the idea of a massive, multi-species space station where humans are the embarrassing new kids felt incredibly fleshed out and real. Number 20, Xenobiology integration 9 out of 10. I loved how the beast was biologically engineered to violently reject any form of mental control but had dormant pathways for simple loyalty. It made total sci-fi sense. HFY Hub score 9.4 out of 10. Hope see you at the next HFY Hub video review.